High Explosive Squash Head, HESH, or High Explosive Plastic, HEP, is a type of multi-purpose ammunition developed and used mainly by the British during the Cold War. The shell consists of a plastic explosive encased in a thin metal shell, with a base fuse that detonates after a short delay, allowing the explosive patty to spread across the surface of the armor before detonation. Its anti-armor damage comes from its transmission of a shockwave through the armor plate, which breaks off shards of metal, or spall, that turn the inside of the armored vehicle into a blender. British squash head shells were designed with the then-current T-54/55 and T-62 in mind, and usually possessed enough explosive power to damage armor up to 5 inches or 127mm thick, or 6 inches 152mm with 120mm guns. This would be plenty to damage the 4-inch 100mm armored plates of the Soviet mediums, especially due to the shell's unique characteristics. HESH, unlike most other shell types, tends to increase its effectiveness as the armor's slope increases, to a certain point. The slope helps to spread the explosive patty to increase its effect, until the slope becomes too high and the patty is spread too thin. In War Thunder, as of recording this video, Squash Head retains the same performance characteristics at all angles of impact, though in previous updates, the shell would lose performance at higher angles. Over the years, HESH has been constantly changed, and in general, nerfed. I would like to conduct an experiment to see how effective it is in the current state of the game as of version 1.101.0.109. As with the last science video, I have recorded every single shot of HESH, and the only clips that have been removed are those of complete misses and hits that would have had no effect, regardless of the game's modeling. For example, a 105mm HESH shell would not be effective against the front hull of an IS-4M. The categories we will be recording will be effective hits, non-effective hits, and ricochet. Keep in mind that due to the shell's design, a ricochet should be almost impossible, and due to filtering of the clips, any non-effective hits will be hits that should have had effect, but did not, due to some in-game mechanic or inconsistency. Let's see what we find out.
Quick! Are you serious? Everything around you is dead. Oh, very good. Coming around. Yeah. Cannon barrel. Hey! I don't even know from where. Yeah, they're sniping us from their spawn. Shit. Nice to this, yeah. I'm looking. Can I not be fucking tree in the interaction? Right side. Left side, it's fucking... Okay. He won't be able to spot you. You just bounced direct side.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Can't see over my hat.
Shit, dude.
Driver? Oh, that's a fucking T-54. Big drivey boy.
Killed this. Okay.
There's the gunner.
There you go.
Cool. Bounce. Undamaged. So, after a total of 40 shots, I've recorded 22 effective hits, 18 ineffective hits, and 3 of those were ricochet. This resulted in an efficiency rating of roughly 55%. Obviously, there were some odd circumstances, and I have a few observations. Firstly, these clips were recorded over 2 days, and while I researched, I noticed that the clips from the second day had a much higher efficiency. Day 1 totaled 13 shots with 4 effective and 9 ineffective hits, for a rating of 31%. Day 2 totaled 27 shots with 18 effective, 9 ineffective, and a rating of 66%. This can be explained in a number of ways. Day 1 was recorded in the evening, with Day 2 recorded in the afternoon. Maybe this change in the time of day affected my playing. Perhaps the experience from Day 1 increased my efficiency during Day 2. Or, though unlikely, this could be explained by a shadow patch by Gaijin. It is plausible, as many of the HESH changes over the years have been undocumented, but it's rather unlikely. Secondly, some of the ineffective hits came from very unlikely targets, things such as BT-5 or BMP-1. Obviously, this is down to a Gaijin issue, as these light tanks without enough armor to stop a 50 caliber round should be quite easily destroyed by 105, let alone 120mm HESH. In all, the HESH shell performed better than I expected it to. In the last few years, I observed HESH enter a downward spiral, and I fully expected a much lower efficiency rating. I'm pleasantly surprised by the results, but I still believe that these shells could use some work.